If you are aware of the backstory, Aditya Dhar originally wanted to make the immortal Ashwathama with Vicky Kaushal, but due to a lot of issues, the film got scrapped. The Immortal Ashwathama was a massively ambitious project, and after that setback, Aditya Dhar has come up with Dhurandhar. And honestly, it feels like Dhar channeled all of his frustration and creative fury into this film. Dhurandhar is the latest Ranveer Singh and Aditya Dhar collaboration, clocking it at a mammoth 3 hours and 30 minutes. Is it a masterpiece? I won't say so. But is it an engaging, gripping, and thoroughly enjoyable film? Absolutely it is. I would recommend you go and watch it in the theater and you will have a blast. One minor issue that I have with the marketing of this film is that it's positioned as a Ranveer Singh vehicle, but in honesty, it belongs entirely and gloriously to Akshay Khanna.
रहमान डकैत की दी हुई मौत बड़ी कसाईनुमा होती है.
Ranveer Singh and Sanjay Dutt play what we can call supporting characters, while R. Madhavan and Arjun Rampal have basically extended cameos. And I believe that those characters are saved for part 2. But please let me talk about Akshay Khanna. He is transcendent. He strolls into every frame with magnetic, unpredictable aura. Is he charmingly dangerous or dangerously charming? I cannot say. But watching him play Rahman Dakat on screen was absolute delight. Akshay Khanna radiates presence, charisma, and almost a mythic intensity. And that coupled with a surprising amount of hyper-violence. The narrative of Dhurandhar follows terrorist activities in Pakistan, connections with ISI, local gang wars, and how an Indian agent infiltrates the entire ecosystem. Everything he witnesses, every compromise he makes, every moral boundary that he crosses, all in service of greater good. While the first half might feel a bit slow at certain moments, it is dense with setup, and the second half hits all the right spots. It's engrossing, tense, and superbly satisfying. One of the biggest high points of the film is its use of music. Some of the coolest scenes in the films are built around existing music tracks. Sanjay Dutt's entrance is beautifully elevated by the use of the song Hawa Hawa by Hassan Jahangir. There is a negotiation scene in the film in which Dam Maro Dam plays in the background, while three characters make a deal while smoking weed. And one of the most intense scenes of the film is powered by a remix of Jogi featuring Hanuman Kind, which gives us a cinematic punch that stays. Aditya Dhar knows how to use music as a narrative device more than just as background score. Now, the controversy regarding the age gap between Ranveer Singh and Sara Arjun, who plays Ranveer Singh's romantic interest in the film. I believe that people should hold their horses before coming to a conclusion and criticizing something. I'm not going to sit here and deny the existence of creepy age gaps in Hindi and Indian films, but in case of Dhurandhar, it's not some arbitrary creepy casting choice. It's a narrative device. The film explicitly mentions and ridicules Ranveer Singh dating a 19-year-old in the film, but all of it is a part of his infiltration plan. Sara Arjun plays the character of the daughter of one of the political leaders in Pakistan. The relationship is more calculated than romantic. In the film, it is a calculated move on the character's part, which helps him climb the ranks among the gangs in Lyari. And most crucially, there are no creepy, forced intimate scenes between the two actors. Aditya Dhar could have easily taken a titillating route, but he chose not to. So yes, the memes and the Instagram reels are funny and hilarious, but serious criticism needs a lot of context behind it. Back to the film. Ranveer Singh's character in the film is intentionally kept a mystery. We only get fragmented glimpses of his past, and his real name is actually revealed towards the very end of the film. His backstory, what he did, how he became an agent for India, and what happened to him after, spoiler alert, the death of Rahman Dakat will be explored in part 2. So part 1 is not truly a Ranveer Singh film, part 2 will be that. And while I'm excited for Dhurandhar Part 2, I am genuinely worried about how the film would feel without the magnetic presence of Akshay Khanna. One thing that really frustrates me about a lot of films is that the trailers of those films include certain scenes and moments which are not paid off in the film and are left for part 2. It sets up an expectation for certain scenes which are not truly present in the film. And since Dhurandhar is 3.5 hours long, there is plenty of part 1 material that could have been used in the marketing of the film instead of showing us glimpses of what will be part 2. Anyway, the part 2 comes out in 3 months, so I think the wait is not too bad. The casting is exceptional across the board. Every actor embodies their role with conviction. One standout scene from the film is when the film references the attacks of 26/11 on Taj Hotel in India, and Aditya Dhar actually uses real-life recordings of the terrorists and the handlers and the hostages. It's chilling, it's intense, and Aditya Dhar blends history with fiction in a very respectful manner. Also to mention, Ranveer Singh's performance in that particular scene is brilliant. Despite a very long runtime, the film does not feel self-indulgent, unlike a certain film from 2023 that I genuinely despised. Akshay Khanna genuinely deserves all the praise that he has been getting ever since the first look of Dhurandhar dropped. It's almost tragic that his character does not survive the film, but narratively that was the right call. And I love the fact that even his death scene was played from the perspective of Ranveer Singh, in which he sees Rahman Dakat not as a dead body but as a ghost staring into his soul. The death of Rahman Dakat closes one arc and opens up fresh new chapters to be explored in part 2. And given the quick release date, I believe that part 2 has already been shot. Coming to the action of the film, the teaser promised large-scale, well-choreographed hand-to-hand action sequences, many of which are not present in the film because again, all of it's left for part 2. But what Dhurandhar did present was intense, raw and brutal action, which I thoroughly enjoyed. At the end of the day, Dhurandhar is a compelling, gripping, and entertaining film carried squarely on Akshay Khanna's formidable shoulders. And honestly, I think I'm in love with Akshay Khanna.